Hello, I'm Cleopatra Wallace, and this is the collective read for October of 2023. This is going to be a rather long one, so make yourself comfortable. I'm going to try to do more in-depth reads like this every beginning of the month around this time. Alright. Okay. So spirit guides, holy angels, and ancestors, gather around. We are wanting to know about the collective affairs for 2023, both business and private. Okay, so I am going to want to focus on these two decks right here. Alright, now this is the modified AMT, and this is the Nightmare Before Christmas deck that I was using yesterday. But these are, I guess you can call it the Apocrypha of the AMT deck. These are all the cards that I took out. So they're the rather, I guess you can say they're high concept cards. And since I'm super obsessed with having this little skeleton hold things, we're going to go ahead and get him his very own card to hold out of this deck. Alright. And I'm going to do a Celtic cross, which is 10 cards, 12 if I take the top and the bottom. But first, we just want to get an overall energy for the collective for October of 2023. We want the card that Skelly's going to hold. Alright, and if the cards fall to the floor, I only take the ones that fall face down. If too many come out, I will take the top and the bottom. Alright, this one came out face up, so we're going to put that one back. But this one that came out face down is going to be the one that he holds. Okay, let's see. Oh, hey, we had this last week. Earlier in the week. This is the Seven of Bells. When the person shows up and they're very enthusiastic. Since we're looking at cards with bells on them, I'm kind of seeing something that's able to be manipulated. Kinda. It looks so familiar to me. It's kind of giving like, okay, picture it like this way. If these were like bee honeycombs, or you know how like wasp homes be in like this shape and it has a little opening at the bottom, and look, he has little antennas and stuff. Like, I know these are supposed to be bells, but it's giving insect vibes. Hopefully you're not dealing with too many insects this time of year. But you could very well have wasp. Alright. Or some type of insect pest. Alright, so this is for October. I guess you can say there's another way to look at this card is, let's see, you never seen anything come out of these things, so you think there's nothing in there, and then you're just standing here this close to it, and then boom, something that came out of there and stunned you. This could be almost a sense of being close to danger but not knowing it. I mean, it's not major danger, just a little insect bite, but still. Alright, so, like I said, we're going to do a Celtic cross for the collective for October. And we're going to go back and forth between the modified AMT and the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Alright, and this is for October of 2023 for the collective. And we are wanting to do a Celtic cross, so we need 9 cards. We're winning cards for the collective for October of 2023. And this is all zip codes. Flips. Alright, we got 2 flippers. Oh wait, this is 3. Dang it. Normally, I would hate when they stick together, but I shuffled them so good to where it's okay. Alright, Spirit, and we are wanting to do a Celtic cross. We have 3 cards. We need 7 more. 7 more cards. Alright. Why am I setting it up for the 9 windows and I said I'm doing a cross? Alright. 2 more cards. 2 more cards, and this is for the collective. Oh, I said I was going to switch back and forth. Alright. Well, we only need 1 more card. And we're going to get that card out of the modified AMT. Alright, Spirit, and this is for October of 2023 for the collective. Alright. This card came out the other day. I'm going to keep it. Alright, actually I can see them all. Alright, I'm going to shuffle them a little bit, then I'm going to spread them out in the cross. Alright. Oh, look at Sally, hey. Alright, so this one is going to go here. This one comes up. Alright, scoot over. This one goes there, this one down here. This one there. And the remainder right here. Alright. I have no idea what this bird is called. I just do it all the time. It starts out as, like I said, it starts out as a Celtic cross, but then it goes into this. And I may just have to close the window. Alright. If it gets any louder, I'm going to get up and close the window. Okay, so we're going to read them. Let me turn this one around. Hold on, let me close the window because that's clearly about to go on. Fatty, really? Alright, so like I was saying, we're going to read them going across. Alright, now, things that are on the top row are things that are coming up, or things that are, how shall we say, above you now. When you know it's out of your hands, it's too far gone. So first we have the Four of Candles. Four very distinguished gentlemen. Vampires of some sort. Okay. And what I see here is everyone has their own flame. They have their own candle. Some of them are holding it rather dangerously, but they are all maintaining their own flame. This guy down here, he's almost, let's see. He's holding it so close. Look how close his hand is. He's almost burning himself. But nonetheless, he is holding his own. Everyone is. And that's a good thing. You don't want to have to, think about someone being so reckless as the fact that they need to be babysat. Everyone's able to maintain on their own. This could be a signifier that perhaps everyone in your life is completely grown and self-sufficient at this time. Or this could be how they feel about you. That even if you're not doing it perfectly, you're doing it. You're able to maintain it. Or they are able to maintain it. Switch it around if it's in reverse. Alright. And we had this one the other day. And as you know, it's this way on this side. And that way on that side. And this is from that AMT deck. But it was this way. There's a pattern here. It was strange because, candles don't normally have patterns on their body that's going to be burnt. Look, it's a pattern. It's like, it's very obscure, I would say, but it repeats. Down here, it is the same, but it's kind of up against the white background. And up here, it's the white, but it's kind of up against the black. It's like an inversion. It's a pattern. It's up there too. The smoke is probably making it hard to see, but there's a pattern there. Which means somewhere there's a behavior that has been repeated. And there is a pattern on this candle. There is. I wonder if it's one on that side too. No. Barely. But it's very vivid on this side. There's a pattern. Perhaps there's, some sort of thing where, you get the internet service or, you get some kind of pet or something in the beginning. It's all gung-ho, like I'm going to do this thing. And then about 6-7 months into it, you're like, you know what, I don't necessarily want to do this thing. But this isn't the first time this has happened. I do it all the time with subscriptions. I cancel and resubscribe to Amazon Prime over and over. I do the same thing every year. I'd be like, oh, I'm not going to use it. I cancel it, and then like a few days before Prime Week, I restart it. It's a pattern. So I say I don't want it, but then here I am every year at Prime Day restarting the Prime membership. So somewhere around there's a pattern like that. Alright. Now, let's go to this one. This one is called The Letter, and it is card number 27. It has the 7 of spades on it. Now, I read the description of this one in the book, and as it says, you know, the letter, it's all about some sort of communication. These are pleasantries, though. You see this? The flowers and the little monogram. This is some sort of pleasantry. It could be an invitation to something, or someone's annual Christmas card. It's festive. Like I said, it's not bad news, but it's yeah, some sort of communication about a happy event. Or like I said, it could be Christmas cards, or a wedding invitation or something, or a housewarming. But I don't know, do people get fancy like Hallmark cards and stuff for housewarmings? It could be a birthday card. Ooh, I hope it has money in it. Alright. Now, the last of the top row is the 3 of Needles, and it is out of the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. You know what I noticed? This one needle that goes down the middle, it is abnormally large. See that? And I know these are needles, but it's giving like blood work. You know, when you go get lab work done and they come in there and they want to give you an IV or something, and they have to put that little stent in your arm first, and then you know, they are running. If you even go to the emergency room these days, they be wanting to run that IV. Don't, whatever you do, don't say you're having chest pains, because they will hook you up to every machine they got. Oh, yeah, this is some sort of a hypodermic needle or IV. Look how big that is. I don't want to scare you though. You know, people say the Rona is coming back. I don't know. I don't know what why did I talk about the Rona while I'm talking about IVs? You know, sometimes going to get a little fluids is a good thing. It's not so bad. Being dehydrated hurts so much. Alright. So we are done with the top row. Let's go now to the second row. Alright, so we're going to read them left to right. I hate when they get messed up. Okay. Alright, so this is the Lovers card, the Gemini card, and that is our lovely couple, Jack Skellington and Sally. They were clearly made to be together. Or were they? This is interesting. Why does his neck look weird like that? Like, I know he's a skeleton. Well, her neck looks long like that too. Look how long their necks look. Don't they look weird? Or am I just tripping? Look how long his neck is. In proportion to their body. Maybe I'm just... I don't know. Let's see, what else other than how long their necks are? You know what I wonder? Okay, so, you know, he clearly wanted to be in Halloween Town, but he didn't want to be in Halloween Town. She wanted to be in love, but she didn't want to be in love with the old man. Did they ever make it out of Halloween Town? It's the sequel we never got. Did they make it? I don't know. Like, I feel like their love is meant to be as long as they stayed in Halloween Town. Like, I think if they tried to take that show on the road or try to move away and have any kind of semblance of normal life, they will be like I am right now. The neighbors will be like, what's wrong with their necks? Why do they look like that? So, yeah. I think you and your strange boyfriend might just stay in Strangeland. Stay where you are. The world's not ready for you. I mean, the world could be ready, but are you ready for people to be staring? Like, I don't know. When people stare at me, it just... Like, at first, I'd be, like, offended for, like, the first 5 seconds. And then it immediately crosses over to where now I'm going to look at you. You're looking at me. Now I'm looking at you. Now we both looking at each other crazy. Yeah. I mean, lovely couple. But it's almost giving the energy of like big fish in a small pond. Like right now, they're probably like the it couple because they're in Halloween Town. But if they were to move to New York City, they would just be the losers from the country. All right. So next to that, we have the 2 presents. Remember these? Jack in the Boxes. These were, I'm telling you, these were some scary things. And they were very mechanical. And these things used to be made out of metal. The one I had was made out of some kind of tin. It's not made out of plastic. You know, these kids' toys nowadays are made out of plastic. When these Jack in the Box things first came out, the one I had was metal. Uh-oh. What is that creepy clown name? The It Clown? I forget his name. From the Stephen King movie, It. Pennywise. Right. Wasn't Pennywise turning into whatever you would think about, like whatever their biggest fear was? He was able to somehow, like, add that into their part of the nightmare and scary part. Like I said, those things were really metal. They were metal too. This is real danger. Oh my goodness. It's giving, don't let nobody let's not do the drunk driving. Because you know what else is real metal? Those old fashioned cars. You know, people be having those classic cars. Those cars are made out of real metal with real carburetor. I'm getting the energy of an old car, one that has a carburetor that, you know, it still has to have spark plugs and like a real mechanic work on it. Sometimes people have like hobby cars where they fix them up and stuff. Alright. The next card is the Star. And I forget his name. But this is the dog. This is Jack Skellington's dog. I should Google it. No, I'm not gonna start the reading and look up a dog's name. Alright. You know what? He kind of reminds me of like sheet sets. Like the good kind. Like with the high thread count. Not those ones that you get from the dollar store and you sleep on them for a week and wash them twice and then they have lint balls everywhere. No. It could be a new bed with the memory foam. Seeing some nice white linen here. I know the dog is white. This is the season to buy a brand new bed in a bag. Yep, and get a nice memory foam topper to go on the bed. Or, since the season is changing, it could be time to go wash all of that stuff. Is his nose on fire? Or is that a pumpkin? See the tip of his nose? It looks like a pumpkin, but it also looks like, you know how you could be smoking a cigarette or smoking a joint or something and the cherry falls out of it onto the new sheet sets? Oh my God. Whew. Lord, don't not make me more mad than burning the damn new sheet set. I almost quit smoking just because I got tired of the way it smelled. I got tired of tipping the ashtray over, and I got tired of everything that I really liked had cigarette burn holes in it. So this card has maybe set me off on a rant. If anybody is smoking, please be careful smoking in bed. Alright. Moving on. The last card in the second row is the Six of Potions, which is the Six of Cups. And you can already see what's going on here. These flowers are dead. I don't know if they were never watered. I don't know if they were always fake from the beginning, and that's why they're dying. Let's see. What's wrong with the flowers? Because I have so many flowers. I am obsessed with them. Every Sunday I put them in the bathtub and do what I call rain therapy, to where I run and shower on them for about 10 to 15 minutes. They love it. They absolutely love it. Alright, now. Uh-oh. This is the good stuff. Look at that. You see that bottle? You know what that is? Great Western Champagne. Yeah. Somebody could like to drink them a good old mimosa in the morning. Isn't that like champagne and orange juice? What is that called? Isn't that what mimosas are? Champagne and orange juice? Yeah, but like I said, that's the good stuff. This is Great Western Champagne. But that still doesn't explain why the flowers are dead. Ah. At last. This could be the leaves that are getting ready to fall. Spirit said this is because the leaves are about to fall. It is. This is the October's reading. So thank you, Spirit. Y'all, sometimes I get off track, and this is why you have to have Spirit to reel you back in. So not only is somebody maybe drinking a good champagne and mimosas in the morning, but there is about to be a whole lot of leaves falling down. I know here in upstate New York, we have quite a bit of leaves that fall every year. And it's a beautiful show for the first 2 weeks of fall. That every day the trees turn a different color with the temperature. and then they all fall. Alright, now we are on to the last row. The first card is Sally herself, and she's in a position of the High Priestess. You read that? I'm gonna look at her. Alright. Uh-oh, Sally. This might be for me, because I was, when I go to the gym the other day, I was looking in the mirror at my arms, and I was like, oh my goodness, am I starting to get the ham shank arms, to where, you know, where you got the situations where they say it look like you can cook real good if you got that part of fat around your elbow. Arms are a little, the arms is getting a little thick there. Or you could be lifting some weights or something. Or like I said, this could personally be for me and my thick arms, because they are definitely getting thick. Oh, she has a nice red manicure. Those are nice. Yeah. Her lip, you can hardly see it, but her nail polish and her lipstick matches. I don't know if you can see that detail over the computer. But yeah, she has matching lipstick and nail polish. And this hair is flat armed to the gods. I hope you use that heat protecting stuff. I learned about that stuff in beauty school. And then you would turn the blow dryer on cool and brush it on cool, because it'll make it shiny. So yeah, somebody has a fabulous makeover. Is this a makeover? Makeup, fingernails, new hair? That dress isn't bad either. Where'd you get that from? Macy's? Nice V-neck on it. You're wearing it well. Okay, so somebody is looking fine. Alright, the next card is the Nine of Presents. And this is the Nine of Pentacles in this deck. Oh, this is a big ass gift. I don't know how else to say it. Look how big that one is. Holy Toledo. It looks heavy too. Dang, Spirit. And it is wrapped up in a big red and a big black bow. You know what Spirit says this is? This is resentment. All wrapped up in a nice little bow. You know, it's hard for a relationship of any kind, whether it be familiar or romance, to survive any type of resentment. And by resentment, I mean it'll get down to being like, well, you're the one that wanted to move in this house, so now we got asshole neighbors. You know, you resent them for wanting to move there. Or, you know, somebody who maybe had a child that the other person wasn't all the way on board with, and now that the child is having any slightly little bit of problem, they're like, well, this is the child that you wanted. That's resentment. And it's all wrapped up in a pretty bow, but look how big it is. I barely even notice what else is going on in this picture. It's just so much resentment. And in situations like that, you just have to figure out, like, can you get past it? And if you can't get past it, maybe get some type of therapy, find a compromise. But you can't keep stewing in resentment, because it will poison your system. And now you'll have a physical problem, not just a mental one. Alright. Oh. Moving along. Now we have the Empress. Look at her. She's giving lunch lady vibes, realness. This is somebody's Momo or grandma, and she is feisty. Very feisty still. If you remember, wasn't like This Empress lady, you know what she reminds me of is that the lady from Monsters Incorporated that was like the FBI that was like working in human resources where they had to turn their stuff in, and then she turned out to be like the feds or something. I forget the role that the Empress played in The Nightmare Before Christmas, but this is definitely someone's feisty Momo. And she be dyeing that hair jet black still. Oh. Enjoy her while she can. Yeah, she definitely has the fat arms going on. She knows what's up. Enjoy your loved ones while you got them, people. All of my parents and grandparents are deceased on both sides. And I'm only 45. Look at those dope shades. Or this could be somebody getting a new pair of Gucci or Fendi shades. I personally, I just buy cheap shades from beauty supplies. But there are people out there who actually like spend the money to get the Ray-Bans and stuff like that. Or the Oakleys, or the, even Timberland has an eye frame. But you can get any type of glasses in a designer frame. Yeah. This woman is awesome. I want designer shades now. I have some like blue blocker shades that I wear. My fiance, he hates them so much. He's like, he's actually has begged me not to wear those shades before because they're a little embarrassing. Alright. So the very last card for October is the Six of Presents. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to see. Okay, somebody has a presents in both hands. Because I'm like, it's 6 presents, but it doesn't look like 6 people there. There are only 5 people here, but one of them has both their hands full. So somebody is doing twice the work. While everybody else just be like, oh, I'll do this. Oh, let me get the cheapest, smallest thing. This is somebody showing up being like, okay, I'm going to bring the aluminum foil while you bring the brisket. I mean, there's nothing wrong with bringing the brisket and all of that, but hey, they're going to have to at least step it up to bring the drinks, not aluminum foil. It's not fair for one person to be like, look at, you see, he's actually even making like a weird face. See him? That upside down, like, oh no. Look, that's because both of his hands are full. And these 3 are just kind of screwing around. You have to make sure the burden is all the way spread it out, or else you might mess around and get that resentment. And we just talked about that. No one wants that. Yep. Alright. I'll leave it there. This has been October Collective Read. Bye-bye.